Yeah, we'll just make this a segment. Okay, here's a segment for the people later on that catch this on YouTube later. All right, so we'll just post it individually. All right, if you didn't make it to this live. Absolutely ridiculous, crazy that Brian Wright gave up nothing, and I think everyone owes him an apology. All this time, where I thought it was obvious foresight on his part that I thought he was doing a really great job of lining things up where we can make a move in the future. And everyone just constantly say how trash he is and how he messed up in this draft. He messed up here. He messed up there. And all these picks don't matter. Guys, we're going to break this down. Hold on. Let's look at exactly what the Spurs gave up. At least what we know so far. Let's see here. Here we go. And I'm going to tell you why exactly this is actually insane. Okay, so thank you so much for the super chat. Dang, thanks for the super chat, guys. Jeez, good God. So check it out. I'll try to get to these in a little bit. All right, so full trade here. The San Antonio Spurs get De'Aaron Fox, Jordan McCloud. All right, no one cares. We got De'Aaron Fox. No one cares. All right, so you just want to know what we gave up. We gave up City Sissoko. That's a hit. You know, I really do believe in him. I think that he's going to be pretty doggone good, but not De'Aaron Fox good, right? You give him up for De'Aaron Fox easily. Like, you don't even play around about that. And just going through the players, Zach Collins and Trey Jones. Obviously, we didn't really find much use for Trey Jones, you know, during this season. It just seemed like it was kind of going downhill a little bit. Obviously, Zach Collins, we weren't playing him at all. So, yeah. And this is actually insane to be able to trade off Zach Collins, because I personally didn't think anybody would take Zach Collins with this contract. But sure. I guess they want him. Now, this is the big part. Okay, this is where it gets crazy, guys. We gave up Charlotte's Hornets 2025. I can care less about the Hornets 2025. That's literally not going to convey this year. It's a protected 1 through 14, and they're one of the worst teams in the NBA. It won't even convey. It doesn't even matter. That means nothing to us. That was going to be a second-round pick. It's going to be a second-round pick. And then you gave up the 2027 San Antonio Spurs pick, our own pick. That's horrible, right? Oh, no, we gave up our own pick. This is probably the most valuable pick that we gave up, right? But check this out. Let's do San Antonio Spurs upcoming draft picks. Look how insane this is. So the 2027, that year here, we gave up ours, but we still have Atlanta's. And I still expect Atlanta to be pretty doggone bad. And in 2028, we have 4 second-round picks. So if push comes to shove, you could possibly package any of those picks and move up. You're good. Like, you're totally fine. You could literally do that. So 2027, that's the biggest hit, but like, not only do I expect the Spurs to be pretty good, so our pick won't be that bad, but also we have the Hawks, so does it matter? And then you have the 2031 Minnesota. Now, this is where everyone needs to say, Brian Wright, I'm sorry. Because this pick right here is the same pick that they got because they trade away Rob Dillingham in this last draft. And that's like forever from now, right? So we don't really know what the landscape. So that's probably, honestly, at least if I'm looking in the Kings perspective, the Kings fans perspective, they might end up packaging this and selling it off somewhere else. But Kings fan perspective, this might be their best pick. This might be their best, right? Because Minnesota at that point, they might not be that great. We already know 2027, we expect the Spurs to be pretty doggone good, unless it just completely falls apart and everything just is absolute trash for some reason, which won't happen. And yeah. Oh, and also you want to know something else we gave up. We also gave up the Chicago pick in 2025, but I told you guys I was pretty nervous about that because Chicago Bulls, we needed them to be pretty good. And right now I think they're, where are they, guys? 9th seed? Let's see. I should have just typed in NBA standings. I don't know why I did that. They are 10th seed. So for this one to even convey, we would need them at least in the playoffs. And doesn't look like that's going to be the case, right? Doesn't look like that's going to be the case. So the Bulls pick doesn't even matter. That one doesn't even matter. We just gave them their pick back. We are cooking. The Spurs still have so many picks for the future. along with not giving up anybody. You still have Keldon, right? And they might still move Keldon. I don't know what's going to happen there because Keldon looked really sad during that press conference. So you still have Keldon. You still have Castle. You still have Vassell. Obviously, you have Wemby. You still have Sohan. You gave him nothing. Clay, you happy we have KJ? I'm okay. Why would I just want to add KJ? If you didn't have to add KJ in, then no. I don't want to get rid of KJ if you don't have to add him in. Move and get something better. Are you kidding me? Apparently, Keldon was supposed to get traded, but sent City instead. That is insane. That is actually insane. They gave up nothing. And this is why I always say, bro, can we stop? Please, for the love of God, stop just being reactionary for every single thing that happens with the Spurs. Every single move. Oh, the Spurs got more picks. Well, that's not guaranteed that this could become something. This isn't guaranteed that this. You're putting yourself in a position to win. Stop complaining so much. It's good to put yourself in a position to win. And that's what Brian Wright in the front office has continuously do. They put themselves in a position to win. That's all you can ask for. Good God. Why do things have to happen for us to say, yeah, he's a good GM? He's been a good GM this entire time. I've been saying this. So excited to see Fox in a Spurs jersey. I'm really, oh my goodness. Oh, NZ, calm down, my friend. Relax, my guy. So is Vassell coming off the bench? I don't know. Does it matter? He doesn't have to. You can move Castle to the 3 if you want. I mean, he's versatile. You know what I mean? He's versatile. All right, let me look at the other super chats. Let's see. What do we have here? This was a fleecing. Indeed, it was. Once a Spur, always a Spur. We'll root for you, Zach, the Enforcer Collins. Trade Dookie Defense Jones. And did we call him that? City, my city, Sissoko. I think you made up these niggas. Brian Wright, Fleece, and core still intact. Dev, KJ, Jeremy, let's go. Salute clan. Yes, sir. So thrilled Brian Wright is goated. That is true. Clan and chat, I love y'all. Brian Wright the GOAT. Here's your phone, my man, because you freaking called it with the Chicago, Sacramento, and San Antonio Spurs. Amazing call, amazing trade. Thank you, Brian. Brian, correct. The funny thing about it is, yes, the Bulls being involved, I definitely thought that they would be involved, especially since the Kings have had interest in Zach LaVine for so long. I did not expect us to give up nothing. I think I had us giving away our 2025, our personal 2025, not the Atlanta Hawks one. But yeah, I was not expecting this. Absolute fleece job. Let's see, is there anything else that came up out of this? I think that's all we got right now. Like, not getting rid. My friend initially called me. He was like, "Oh, dude, we gave up. All we had to give up was Keldon, Trey Jones, and Zach Collins." And then we had to do a double take because we were like, "Wait, Keldon didn't even." They kept Keldon too. That's crazy. I wonder how Kings fans feel. You think they're upset? Actually, we can check. Luka headed to the Lakers. De'Aaron Fox headed to the Spurs. Zach LaVine headed to the Kings. And Anthony Davis headed to the locker room. Let's see. This is going to be ridiculous, guys. Chris Paul just got moved to the bench, by the way. Like I said, De'Aaron Fox is one of the top pick and roll guards in the NBA. Period. We're going to be a lot to deal with offensively. Let's see here. And I would argue he's not even in his prime yet. I would argue he's a year off from his prime. Brian Wright is the man. We back, folks. We are so back. We are so back. We are so back. So if you want to know some of his numbers here, nearly 50% from the field. Not really. 47%. I don't think that's nearly 50, but it is what it is. 32% from 3. So he's an okay 3-point shooter, but he is a 3-level threat nonetheless. He's having his best year from the free throw line, so that's good. 6 assists per game, 25 points per game. We are about to cook, y'all. Also, I have to change my take. I wasn't expecting this big of a trade this season, so I have to change my take, okay? My take has changed. The San Antonio Spurs are in the playoffs. I'm sorry. I think we make it to playoffs. I think we make it to the playoffs. By the way, there's a lot of people in here. Please subscribe. That would be nice. My cat is losing it right now. Let's see. Let's look at some standings, okay? Right now we're 12th, but we're literally a couple games at, well, not really a couple games because you need more wins than just a loss column there. But we're a few games off. We're a few games off from being in the playoff picture. When was the last time you had 1K in the stream? Maybe like when Wemby got drafted. I'm not sure. Subscribe? Yes, subscribe, please. Subscribe to Clan the Goat. Subscribe to Clan the Goat. All of you. Expeditiously. Hit the like button. Hit that like button. Do it. Do it. I dare you. Dude, this is crazy. This is crazy. Absolutely insane. So, yeah. Just want to say, we did it. The Spurs are back. And we did it with giving up absolutely nothing. And there were so many fans that were going on a tear saying, we need to get rid of Devin. We need to get rid of Castle. And I don't believe I ever really did that. I thought that keeping Castle would be ideal. I thought, truly, this is what I thought. I thought best case scenario, you keep Castle. Worst case scenario, you get rid of Devin. Well, actually, worst case scenario, you get rid of Castle. Best case scenario, you get rid of Devin. That's what I thought. Not the case, though. Not the case. Actually insane. Actually insane. Those people are straight casuals. Well, I don't think that that's them being casuals. I think that it was like De'Aaron Fox is that good that they're willing to get rid of Castle or Vassell. I don't think that I was just hoping that we wouldn't have to, but I even thought that we would have to, right? I didn't want them gone. We didn't even give up Keldon, y'all. The best in-season trade in Spurs history, period. Phenomenal. Still benefiting from the DeJounte Murray trade, mind you. Clan, you can't say it's a perfect trade for you since Keldon's still on the team. You need to understand something. Being able to make a deal like this and keep Keldon Johnson is crazy to me. I think that that's fine. It's not like I'm sitting back like we should have included him. Why would we include Keldon if we don't have to? All this means to me is that if you were to move, because they probably still will try to, if you move Keldon, you can get even more? Which in turn you gave up even less for what you just did? This is crazy. Absolutely insane. I'm ending the segment for the people at YouTube that you see this later when it's uploaded. I'm gonna end the segment for that. That's all I have to say about this right now. But I'm gonna talk to the chat way more. So make sure you're keying in on the live stream sometimes, you know? It's pretty good. It's pretty nice. It's pretty fun around here.